Okay, in today's video, I'll be showing you how to create Krunker GFX slash thumbnails like this one and like this one right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Krunker content. One thing before I go, the links to everything I use will be in the description box down below. Once you have Mine-Imator installed, link to Mine-Imator in the description. The very first thing you want to do is click New Project and name the new project anything. I'm thinking about naming it like test render. And then after that, you want to go to Create. Go to the top left corner and click on the workbench. Click on the little Steve. And then after that, you want to go to Skins. Browse. And in the skin section, and then just pick one of the skins. I'm going to teach you guys all the different movements. Right click is to move the camera. Scroll wheel is to zoom. And left click is to move around in the canvas. And the button that you see in the right corner, that button is to render. To render the good old days of the intervention, click on the sword, click create, just drag it out. So just press Ctrl Z to undo your mistake. Just drag it out with the arrow, move the camera around, angle it, whatever you gotta do. The next step you want to do is click on the sword, go to project properties, go to library. On image, click browse, and then in the GFX pack you want to go to Krunker items, click on the intervention, and then click open. Make sure you uncheck the box and then click OK. Sometimes it takes a second. It's a little bit slower now because I'm recording while doing this. And there you go. There's the intervention. The next step you want to do is go to scale. And sometimes I like to do 3. If 3 is too big, sometimes I'll do 3.5. Sometimes I'll do 2.5. It just depends on the look that I'm going for. Once you get it to your liking, make sure you click this button right here. Change the Z to 1 and then click off it. And that's how you scale the intervention. Now I'll be teaching you guys all the different lighting effects Mine-Imator has to offer. Click on your character and go to, is it here? No, sorry. It's in body properties. Go to graphics and then click bleed light and then click on the intervention and click bleed light and then click glow. Now once you render it, this is what it'll look like. Play around with it. Now I'll be teaching you guys all the different poses, so let me just get the intervention out of the way. So just angle the camera in a good position, and now I'm going to fast forward. A lot of this takes trial and error. You're going to have to practice this a good amount of times before you finally get it, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Your first render isn't going to be as good as your last one, and that's why in my GFX pack, I do have some things already pre-rendered for you guys, so you guys can make a couple mistakes before you start, showing your viewers the actual thing. Alright, so I'm probably going to do a jump cut to the lighting portion of this video, so just stay tuned. Alrighty, once you have finished your posing, render it. And if it looks good in the render, the next step is to move to lighting. So to go to lighting, you want to go in the project properties section, you want to go to background, turn off, show clouds, show ground, show fog, and just scroll down and turn off enable wind. What I forgot to tell you guys was about the mini player in the top corner. So click on this mini player, and then you want to go to the time and the rotation, both those circles, and then just move around and play around with it until you get the lighting how you want it. Alright, so I decided to go back and play with the head and the legs and a little bit with the waist. I'm just trying to show you guys all the different things that you can do. Hopefully something that I do on screen might inspire you. One lighting tip that I forgot to tell you guys was the sunlight strength. Play around with it. That may or may not change some things depending on the look that you're going for. But that's the only lighting tip I have for right now. If I come up with more stuff, I'll let you guys know in the future video. Alright, now onto saving and downloading. I recommend you check it out in the mini player. This lets you see what it looks like small. And then I recommend you save. Always save. Please save. Thank you, it's saved. Now go to the image. Alright, don't forget to check remove background. In the image size, set it to HD 4K and then click save. And then save it somewhere you're going to remember, because this leads to our next step. I want you guys to go in the description and click on the link to Pixlr. It's like a free Photoshop for all you guys who don't have it, and I recommend it. I'll teach you guys some of the basics and how I make the rest of my thumbnails. Alright, once you're in the Pixlr Editor, the very first thing you want to do is click on the lock and then change the flash to allow. Click reload. What you just did was you enabled Adobe Flash Player. Click create new image. And in the width, you want to make the width 1280, you want to make the height 720, and make sure the box is checked. The transparent box must be checked. Once you've come up with the name, click OK. Click the maximize button, and then use the scroll wheel to zoom. Alright, the next thing you want to do is go to Layer, Open Images Layer, and then just select the maps and pick whatever map you want. Go to Edit, Free Transform, press Shift, and click on the blocks. You just drag it. Once you get it to the way that you want it, click anywhere off the screen and then press OK. Go to Filter, Gaussian Blur, and set the amount to 50. I personally like 50. Play around with it. You might find something you like. Go to Color Vibrance, and then turn the vibrance all the way up and click OK. After that, you want to go back into Adjustment, Hue and Saturation, turn the saturation to whatever number you like. Next, go to Layer Styles, click on Benevolent. I personally like to do this. You don't have to, but it adds a little bit of spice to your background. Set the size to 10 and set the style to full. And you can also play with the angle some. And then once you get it the way you want it, press OK. Alright, go to Layer, Open Images Layer, and select the render that we just created. Now you can pick any of the renders that I have in there, but just pick one. It doesn't really matter. I personally like Waist Up because it's a lot less work, and I don't know, having legs in it makes it look weird sometimes. Go to Layer Styles, add a drop shadow to it. Alright, now once you get it the way you want it, you want to go to Outer Glow, set the outer glow color to black, press OK. You know, that's pretty much it. That's how you make it look crispy. Now onto the text, name it anything. Don't actually name it what I named it. I'll just come up with something. But make sure you use the font for forward. That's the Krunker font. Just click OK once you get everything the way that you want it. Alright, so layer styles, and then drop shadow, and then just play around with it. Get it to the way that you like it. Export it as a PNG or a Jpeg. So what you want to do is you want to go to File, Save, and then set the quality to max. And then in format, you can set it as a JPEG or a PNG. It's all up to your preference. And just save the thumbnail anywhere and then press save. There you go. This has been your boy Effects Television. That's all for this tutorial. Hope you guys liked the video. Let me know what to like. Subscribe for more current content.
チャンネル登録者100人ありがとう。